What it do, YouTube? It's SS, and I'm back with another video. And this one right here, this one right here, or this one right here. This is in the Jungle Cup. I haven't done any battles for real. I haven't recorded any battles. Haven't put out any content. I know. But we're back with another video, and this one is gonna be a little fun team. Trying to catch the Vigorons, but there were no Vigorons. With a double ghost backline, and yeah, it didn't work out, but either way, well, it worked out. I did go positive a couple. I had like 2 4 1s, a 3 2. I'm not too sure what the other sets were, but I know that these three sets that I'm showing off right now are is a 3 2. This first set, then a 4 1, then another 4 1. But either way, link in the description to my Twitch. I didn't do them on Twitch. I did do them in Discord, but yeah, I guess I will also put my link to my Discord as well in the chat if you guys do want to go watch them. Because I do sometimes do battles in Discord. But either way, Steelix is a single mood. It's a shadow. It's one that I had, and we're just gonna go ahead. We have a Chin Chow in our lead. We're gonna go Psychic Fangs here. We don't have to shield the first bubble beam, but I think I don't want to shield this as well. We do not shield it, and then we're gonna go ahead farm down completely. We're gonna see what they want to bring in. They bring in a ducklet. I do one dragon tail for the two wing attacks, and I tried to get to another one. I throw in bad timing. I'm hoping this is CMP. It kind of looks like it's CMP. If it is CMP, this is best case scenario. It is CMP, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this go through. Now I'm gonna come into my Punkaboo. They do end up switching out instantly, and this is looking really bad for us. And I'm like, oh man, how do I win this? I do get to the move here. Let's see what they want to do. They end up shielding, so now they do end up throwing as well. I'm going to go ahead and shield right here. It is the seed bomb. I'm going to keep farming up a little bit. I'm going to throw right away because these charms are chunking, and I do want them to do a lot less damage. And they end up letting it go through. I'm going to over farm here. Try to throw and get timing. They do get their move first. I'm hoping this is a bubble beam. It is a bubble beam. We get to one. We do one hex for their two, and at this point, I probably just don't. I just let it go because there's no way two wing attacks are gonna be enough to KO. And I forgot that I had a Punkaboo in the back, and we're gonna end up taking that game. So now we're gonna hop into the next match. We're gonna see Steelix into a Whooper. This is really bad for us, but we're gonna try to go and catch. We don't catch. They still end up throwing regardless on their Drifloon. Probably a body slam. It is the body slam. They're gonna switch on to a ducklet. I'm gonna go straight for the shadow ball, hoping that they don't shield. Do they want to shield? Let's see. They do want to shield, which is unfortunate for me. I'm gonna let this go through. It's a bubble beam, and I'm gonna try to get to another move here. I don't think I was gonna make it to the shadow ball, so I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, since they ended up throwing, I shield because I can get to the shadow ball, force the shield, or take them out. They do end up shielding there, which is fine with me. I'm gonna go ahead farm up. They throw in bad timing, which gives me a free dragon tail, and we're gonna be able to take the bubble beam. They're gonna come back down to the Whooper. I'm gonna switch out and catch the body slam on our ghost type. Two razor leaves is enough to KO. They probably bring out the ducklet again, and we're just gonna go for the farm down. It is a Scaropi actually, and this is looking really bad for us. I'm hoping this is Aquatone. It is cross poison, so we don't even get to another move. They're gonna throw their move. I'm gonna go ahead shield. It is the Aquatail, and I'm gonna farm up a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw because they did come into the ducklet, and because of this undercharge, I do believe I end up losing. And yeah, GG's. So now we're gonna hop into the next battle. We're gonna see Steelix into a Drifloon. Okay, so we have another person out here running Drifloon. They're gonna come into a Chikorita, and I'm like, okay. But either way, we're gonna go ahead second phase here, and then we're gonna switch out, try to catch. We do end up catching what is probably the energy ball. Without the grass knot, they just energy balled me. Um, Either way, we're gonna be able to farm down completely. They come into a Snow Eye Nub. This is looking pretty bad for us because they can farm us down completely. I'm hoping I can get at least one more move off. We're gonna be able to get to this next Icy Wind, which is really good for us. Now they're double debuffed. Let's see what they want to do. I come into Punkaboo because I can two shield this if I have to, and farm down completely with these Razor Leaves. And let's see if we have to. They swapped out, saving it, And since I'm already close to the Shadow Sneak, I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the Shadow Sneak. Um, and then we end up catching. It's the Icy Wind, and we're gonna be able to farm down completely and farm down again, and we're gonna be able to take that game. So a lot of catches. I do not advise catching unless you know what you're doing. Obviously, I'm catching body slams and stuff like that, which is resisted on the ghost. And we saw Dragonite in the lead. Now they're gonna come into a Cottony. I'm gonna come into my Drifloon. They're gonna give up immediately, and that is GG's. Oh wait, was that a 4-1? That might have been a 4-1. I don't know. Yeah, it looked like a 4-1. But either way, we're gonna see execute here, and we're resisting the confusions, which is really good. And I throw here on good timing. Um, Confusion is a 4-turn move, and Dragon Tail is a three turn move, so you do want to make sure you throw in good timing. I'm gonna go ahead and shield this up just in case it is the nice slice. It is the nice slice. We're gonna be able to farm that completely. Razor leafing. A little toxic, I know, but not really. A little bit of fast move pressure with a Pokemon that gets their move spammy, like Drifloon. And then we're gonna go ahead and let this go through. I thought it was the aerial ace, and I was like, oh, now I'm kind of in a bad position. What do I do here? I'm coming to Execute. It's the ancient power, and we go ahead shield. I'm gonna go ahead throw because I want it gone. These confusions are chunking, and I'm gonna try to get to an icy win. We do get to the icy win. We're gonna see what they want to do here. Do they want to shield? They probably do end up shielding because their Pokemon is pretty much gone already. I switch out trying to force them to throw. They do end up throwing the aerial ace, and at this point now I'm gonna be able to farm down completely, hex down, and take that game. Now we're gonna hop into the next battle. We're gonna see Steelix into a Blitzel. This is very spicy, and I'm like, what the heck does it learn? They come into a Bubble Chinchou, which I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Psychic Fangs, hoping I can get a shield. We do get a shield, and now I'm gonna swap out and to my Punkaboo. This is a Thunderbolt. This is fine. Does half damage, which is still fine, regardless, even though we do resist it. They come into a Cottony, and this is looking really bad for us because we don't even get to move. Now, what do I do here? They're down a shield. We're up a shield. So let's see what we want to do here. I'm going to come into a Drifloon. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Icy Wind immediately as fast as I can to start lowering the the attack on these charms because they are doing a lot of damage. As you see, it pretty much took us all the way down. And at this point, I wanted a 2 shield flex, but I was like, I don't know what this thing learns, so I'm gonna go ahead and shield just in case it is a wild charge, and it was a flame charge, not the charge that I thought it was. But either way, thank God we shielded because we were gonna be able to we were gonna lose that game if we didn't shield. Now we're gonna see a bad lead. Chinchou into our Steelix. I mean, the Dragon Tails are doing a lot. We can live at least like 2 bubble beams, I do believe. And I'm gonna get to this Psychic Fangs throwing good timing as always. And they're gonna go ahead and shield. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna catch this next one and see what they want to do after that. They come into a grammar, and this is looking really, really, really bad for us. So I don't know what to do here. I'm like, I guess since we're a go okay, I come into Steelix, which is pretty questionable. So I'm gonna go ahead and shield, which is a potential crunch. It is the crunch, and they come into a shellmate. I'm like, oh well, this is looking kind of good for us because we can let this go through. I come into my Drifloon. They're gonna come into the Chinchou. I forgot the Chinchou was in the back, but we're able to farm down completely. Come out with a Shadow Ball, and they're just gonna top left because they know that it is over at this point. Now we're gonna see Steelix into a Cottony. This is not good. I don't like Cottony. Cottony's pretty bad for the team. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Psychic Fangs here. Probably should have just banked it, to be honest, but they do end up shielding, which is really good for me. I'm gonna go ahead and try to catch here, but I'm like, no, I kind of need to shield because these moves do a lot. And now they come into a Dino. It's really bad for us. We're gonna go throw the icy win here. We're gonna see what they want to do. uh I kind of wanted to shield, but I just let it go. And then I was hoping I could Razor Leaf it down before I got to another move, but no. It gets to another crunch. And we're going to be able to farm down completely here. They come into Cottony. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Snake here, see how much damage it does. Cottony is very tanky, and yeah, this is looking really bad for us. I think I needed to go for the farm down here, but I think Cottony would have farmed me down before anything, to be honest. So, unfortunate for us, um, they got a Scorpion in the back with an infestation, and they're just gonna be able to take us out, and we're gonna end up losing that game. Now we're gonna see Swinub. Swinub is really annoying because of the icy wind and body slam spam. I'm gonna go ahead and shield because these icy winds do a lot of damage regardless of the steel typing. And now we're gonna go ahead and throw the psychic fangs on good timing. We're gonna switch out, snipe them with our razor leafer. They come into a deli bird, and I'm like, okay, very interesting. They got ice punch. I do thank God I did shield. I'm gonna try to farm down, but we CMP, and unfortunate for me, this is gonna be enough to KO. So now I'm gonna come into my Drifloon. They come into a Zatu, Natu, and it's best buddy. Wow. Okay, that is a first. We're gonna be able to farm down completely here, and they just concede because they know that one Dragon Tail, two Dragon Tails was gonna be enough to KO. We do take a 4-1 here, like I said. Yes, I am in the pits. I tanked purposely. Um, what's I don't want to hit legend. I don't think I was gonna hit legend regardless this season. So I might as well just tank. Um, Now we're gonna see Barboach, which is pretty bad for us, but they end up throwing right away. I'm gonna go ahead and shield here. There's the Aquatail. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the good timing and throw the Psychic Fang here. See what they want to do. They want to shield. I'm gonna go ahead and try to catch. Looks like we did catch. Then they're gonna come into a Swab Blue, and I'm like, oh man. And when I saw the typing at first, I was like, is this a Noctowl or a Hoo Hoo? Nope, it's a Swamp Blue. And they were able to farm me down, get all this energy. And I end up shielding here because I don't know what the heck this thing learns. Apparently learns Disarming Voice. But once again, I'm going to throw in good timing and throw the Psychic Fangs here. And they're going to end up shielding. And I'm like, okay. Another Disarming Voice, but I don't think it KOs. Does get close. They come into Barboach. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Psychic Fangs here, and I'm like, it's a Pikachu. No, I think we end up losing now. So I'm gonna come into my Drifloon, see what they want to do here. Is this a Thunder Punch? What is it? It's a Wild Charge. I did not know that Pikachu learned Wild Charge. I thought it had like Thunder Punch and something. I don't know. I'm not too sure what it had. I remember this person. I end up losing this. Spoiler alert. But yeah, they're gonna come into a Ducklet. I'm gonna go ahead and throw right away. And I want the Steelix to be up against the... Okay, I should have swapped immediately. So I see my mistake here. Staying in. I should have never stayed in. Oh, this is really bad. Because now I got a shield. Farm down. They come into it. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is really bad. I'm gonna try to do as much damage as I can. We don't get in that extra Dragon Tail, which would have been really nice for us because we would have been able to farm down completely. They bait us, and because of that bait, now we end up losing because they're gonna crunch us here, and they're gonna crunch me again. We're not gonna be able to farm down. Yep, I needed that shield, but yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna end up losing that. But good game, GG's. Now we're gonna see Steelix into an Onyx. This is kind of good for us, but they do have the Santum, right? They come into a water gun Quellfish, and I'm like, okay, I'm hoping this is the Sludge Bomb, but it is an acid spray. He is being a degent, and at this point they come into a Pharaoh Seed, and I'm like, okay, but good for me is that they ended up throwing here. They didn't need to throw. They should have just farmed down. But this is really good. This is pretty good for me now. I'm gonna come into Drifloon here. They're gonna switch out into Onyx. Um, I'm locked in here for a little bit, and I try to swap out, but they don't let me swap out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Psychic Fangs. What do they want to do? They do end up shielding, so I'm gonna go ahead and shield as well because this is the Sand Tomb. Sand Tomb would be close to KOing, and I need this Onyx gone. Make sure to throw in good timing as well. And Psychic Fangs, we're gonna be able to farm down. We get to the Psychic Fangs again. I'm hoping this is enough to KO, but it is not enough to KO. But one hex is enough to KO, and we're gonna be able to take that game. Uh, so now we're gonna hop into the next battle. We're gonna see Steelix into a Ducklet. This is where we kind of want to see it. As you guys see, those Dragon Tails are doing really good damage. They throw in bad timing, which is really good for me. Bubble Beam, we can live with the Bubble Beam. They come into Whooper. I'm gonna go ahead and throw, hoping that they do shield, but they don't shield, so I'm gonna go ahead and farm down completely. This is just a body slam, so we don't have to shield it. Ghost does resist normal typing, so as vice versa as well. And now we're gonna go ahead and shield, hoping it's an aerial ace. It is not the aerial ace. I'm gonna go ahead and throw, see what they want to do here, and they end up shielding. I'm like, okay, is it another water type in the back, or what's in the back that potentially does not want to see the Punkaboo? Is it a Vigoroth? It is a Cottony. I don't understand why they were shielding. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for the Psychic Fangs here. Switch out immediately, hoping I can get to 2 moves here. I'm gonna throw immediately once again because I had noticed that if I throw right away, I could potentially get to two icy winds. And since they threw right there, now I know I can make it to a Shadow Ball. Whereas if they didn't throw, I was only going to be able to make it to an icy win. But because they threw, I was able to get to the Shadow Ball. And we're going to be able to take that game to get another 4-1. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the battles, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try to see if I can make more videos. This is just a short one, obviously, because of the Jungle Cup, the Little Cup format, the 500 CP. We do go back up to Ace rank. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the battles. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video.